Morning, everybody. Just a few stretches for morning when you get out of bed. Nothing crazy, just easy does it. So reaching arms up above your head, you can grab hold of one wrist and then just reach into the side body, doing the same thing to the other side, and just simply stretch your fingers up, opening into the chest like you would stretch when you get out of bed. And then keeping the feet hip-width distance apart, swaying the arms from side to side. And you can see that I'm moving my feet as well, so getting the movement into my hips and the knees, the whole spine, the neck is moving, gaze is going back behind me, and then simply softening a little bit into it. And a tiny bit of Tai Chi here, where you kind of like reach the arms up alongside the ears, shift your weight to the left side, and then relax the arms over to the right. And you do that for a few times, reaching hands behind you, and then working into eagle arms. So right arm underneath the left, entangle the forearms, and move the fingers up towards the ceiling, and then back down towards the chest. And you just keep moving nice and slow. You're going to feel a beautiful stretch across your shoulders, from one shoulder over the shoulder blades to the other shoulder. If you feel like dropping the head from side to side here, you can do that. Releasing, again, just reaching the hands behind the head, and then we swap around, left arm underneath the right. You don't have to do the cook sister forearms. You can just rest the back of the hands against one another, and again moving fingertips up towards the sky, relaxing the elbows back down, softening into the neck if you need to, and slowly simply folding yourself forward into a gentle forward fold, hanging the arms down. Options to grab hold of opposite elbows, options to walk the body out from side to side, just getting a little bit more of a stretch into the side body. Coming up into the tippy toe squat, and simply sway the body from side to side. Nice way of working into the joints of the legs. Reaching left arm behind you, right arm back behind you, and slowly from there, releasing sit bones down to the floor. Bringing the soles of the feet together and knees out to the side. You open the chest. So you can lean back into the arms. You can even drop the head back if that feels good for you. From there, walking the torso forward into space, rounding into your spine. Maybe dropping the chin down if that feels okay for the stretch into the lower back. And you can see I'm moving a little bit from side to side because there's like spaces where the stretch really just feels awesome. And you can hang out there as long as you need to. Softening the body a little bit. You don't have to go into a crazy practice just as you get out of bed. You just want to get out of bed and soften and get ready to move into the rest of the day. Gently curling up, leaning the hands back behind you, setting up for tabletop. So just lifting sit bones away from the floor and sway it out a little bit. Slowly from there, you can press down into the feet and begin to lift the hips a little bit higher. Fingers can point out to the side, back or forward, and then you can really lift the hips high, roll shoulder blades in, drop the head back, and slowly releasing sit bones down, tucking the chin back towards the chest, easy as you go, and making your way back into your downward facing dog. And it's always nice in down dog to just walk the legs out a little bit or shift the weight a bit from side to side. As you shift the weight, you can even kind of like lift the right hand and the right foot, and then swaying onto that side, lifting left hand and left foot, rolling forward into a plank. We stay for a bit, shift the weight, always moving over onto side plank, right hand, left fingers reach out to the side, and you can do whatever you want with the legs, going back through your plank, shifting the weight around, side plank onto the left side, right fingers reaching up. Whatever works with the legs, go there. And slowly moving back into your down dog, rolling forward into a plank pose again, shifting back, down dog, rolling. So it's like a wave, moving forward into your plank, bending the legs as much as you need to, just snaking the body out. Inhale can lift your right leg up into the sky. It's always nice to open up into that hip and adding movement to it. Try not to be rigid in the body. You figuring out what kind of stretch you need and how far you can go. Step the foot in between the hands. Come up onto fingertips to just open into the chest and swaying a bit side to side. You drop the left knee down Left hand stays, right fingers reach up to the sky as you open up into the chest. If you want a little bit more movement, lift the back knee away from the mat and releasing the right hand down outside of that right foot, straightening both legs out as much as feels comfortable. And you can rock the weight forward and back. You can step the back foot forward a bit. You can also fold the chest over the thigh. Soften the knees as you curl all the way up into a high lunge. Even look up. And on the exhale, you release down, leaning to the left to step the right leg all the way back and up, really getting into that side body release. The right foot, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Playing around on the opening into the hip on the side, lifting as you straighten it out, and then softening the legs, straightening it out, and stepping the left foot forward in between the hands, up onto the fingertips for some space, swaying body from side to side. Drop the right knee down, right fingers stay where they are, left fingers reach up towards the sky, open chest on the side. Same thing, you can lift the knee to get a bit more movement maybe here for you. Left hand on the outside of the left foot, straighten both legs out. Maybe with side you need to hop the foot in a bit, shifting weight forward, back. If it feels nice to fold over that leg, fold over. Soften both knees, curling up into a high lunge, maybe even straighten the front leg. Releasing on an exhale, stepping the left foot back as you lean to the right, and releasing into downward facing dog. Rolling forward into a plank pose again. Soften the knees down, open the hips and the chest, feet nice and wide, and you relax the legs and the glutes as you take your gaze over to the left shoulder, over the right shoulder, and you can see the movement of the hips and the legs, lowering all the way down onto the belly as you interlace the fingers behind the back. Lifting a little bit here, shifting the torso from side to side, lifting and breathing a little easier. And from there, slowly, gently release, pressing back into a child's pose where you will rest for a bit. Get up when you're ready and have a happy day.